Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding out you've broken a driving law you didn't even know existed. That's exactly what could happen to thousands of UK drivers this November 2025. The rules are changing, and ignorance won't be an excuse. Stay with me because what I'm about to share could save you from hefty fines, penalty points, or even losing your license. Hello everyone, I'm David, and welcome back to UK State Pension with David. Today we're discussing something that affects every single driver in the United Kingdom. November 2025 is bringing major changes to our driving rules. And whether you're a new driver or you've been on the roads for decades, these updates will impact you. So buckle up, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's changing and how to stay on the right side of the law. Let's start with the speed limiter technology that's becoming mandatory for all new vehicles sold in the UK from November 2025. This isn't just a recommendation, it's EU-retained legislation that we're implementing. Every new car, van, truck, and bus will be fitted with Intelligent Speed Assistance, or ISA. This system uses GPS data and traffic sign recognition cameras to detect speed limits and automatically slow your vehicle down if you're exceeding them. Now you can override it by pressing firmly on the accelerator, but the system will alert you with visual and audio warnings. For professional drivers and fleet operators, this is massive. You'll need to familiarize yourself with how these systems work, because they're here to stay. Next up, we've got significant changes to mobile phone penalties. From November 2025, the penalties for using a handheld mobile phone while driving are getting even stricter. We already know it's illegal, but now the enforcement is being ramped up. You're looking at 6 penalty points on your license and a £200 fine as a minimum. But here's the kicker. If you're a new driver who passed your test within the last 2 years, those 6 points mean an automatic ban. Your license will be revoked and you'll have to retake both your theory and practical tests. And it's not just about making calls anymore. Holding your phone to take a photo, check social media, or even selecting a playlist while stationary in traffic counts. The only exception is if you're safely parked with the engine off or using a proper hands-free system that doesn't require you to hold the device. Now let's talk about the updated highway code hierarchy. This has been in effect for a while, but November brings renewed emphasis and stricter enforcement. Pedestrians are at the top of this hierarchy, followed by cyclists, then horse riders, and finally motor vehicles. What does this mean for you as a driver? At junctions, you must give way to pedestrians waiting to cross or already crossing the road you're turning into. You cannot wave them across and then accelerate impatiently. Cyclists have priority in many situations now, especially when you're turning left and they're going straight ahead. You must give them space and time. The new rule about leaving at least 1.5 meters when overtaking cyclists is being enforced more strictly, and many police forces are using helmet cameras and dashcam footage from cyclists to prosecute dangerous overtaking. Failing to comply can result in fines up to £100 and 3 penalty points. Parking regulations are also getting a major overhaul this November. Local councils across England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland are being given increased powers to enforce parking violations with higher fines. In London and major cities, parking on the pavement where it's prohibited can now cost you up to £130. Blocking cycle lanes, even for just a few minutes, is being treated much more seriously with fines starting at £70 and going up to £130 in certain areas. There's also a crackdown on parking in disabled bays without a valid blue badge. The fines are doubling in many regions, and enforcement officers are being given more resources to monitor these spaces. If you're caught, you're looking at fines up to £1,000 in some local authorities. Environmental zones are expanding rapidly. The ultra-low emission zone in London is well established, but from November 2025, several other major UK cities, including Manchester, Birmingham, and Edinburgh, are either introducing or expanding their clean air zones. If your vehicle doesn't meet the emissions standards, you'll be charged daily fees ranging from £10 for cars to £100 for heavy goods vehicles. These charges apply every single day you drive in these zones, and they stack up quickly. There are exemptions for residents in some areas and certain blue badge holders, but you need to register in advance. Failing to pay the charge can result in penalty notices of up to £160. Let's discuss the new rules around dashcams and camera evidence. From November 2025, the UK government is making it easier for drivers to submit dashcam footage directly to police forces through a unified national portal. This is brilliant for catching dangerous drivers, but it also means you could be reported by other road users. Running a red light, aggressive driving, not stopping at a zebra crossing, all of this can be captured and reported. Police forces are committing to reviewing footage within a certain time frame and taking action where appropriate. So if you think nobody saw that rolling stop or that risky overtake, think again. Cameras are everywhere, and the chances of being caught have never been higher. Insurance changes are also coming into effect. The way insurance companies calculate premiums is being affected by new data sharing agreements with the DVLA. From November, your insurer will have faster access to information about penalty points, convictions, and even some camera-detected offenses. This means your premium could increase midterm if you get points on your license. Some insurers are also introducing telematics policies as standard for young and new drivers, where your driving behavior is monitored through a black box. Harsh braking, speeding, and driving during high-risk hours will directly affect what you pay. There's also a significant change for electric vehicle drivers. With more EVs on the road than ever, November 2025 brings updated regulations around public charging point etiquette and enforcement. Parking in an EV charging bay without charging, or unplugging someone else's vehicle, is now subject to fines. In some areas, overstaying your time at a charging point once your vehicle is fully charged can result in penalty charges similar to overstaying in a regular parking space. The goal is to keep charging infrastructure accessible, but it means EV drivers need to be more mindful about how long they occupy charging bays. Finally, there are new rules around tire tread depth checks and vehicle maintenance responsibility. While the legal minimum tread depth remains 1.6 millimeters across the central 3/4 of the tire, enforcement is being stepped up. Police forces are conducting more roadside checks, and being caught with illegal tires carries a fine of up to £2,500 per tire and 3 penalty points. If all 4 tires are below the legal limit, you could be facing a £10,000 fine and 12 points, which means an instant ban. There's also increased emphasis on drivers being responsible for their vehicle's overall condition, including lights, brakes, and windscreen condition. Driving with a defective vehicle can now result in immediate prohibition from driving until repairs are made. So there you have it, the major driving rule changes coming this November 2025 that every UK driver needs to know. From speed limiters and mobile phone crackdowns to stricter parking enforcement and expanded environmental zones, the landscape of UK driving is changing fast. The key takeaway here is simple: stay informed, stay compliant, and stay safe. These rules aren't designed to catch you out. They're meant to make our roads safer for everyone. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to UK State Pension with David for more updates on everything affecting life in the United Kingdom. Drive safely, and I'll see you in the next video. This is David, signing off.